Talk Shows family, is Nomsa here at Ngosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. So with me today, I have Claudia. How are you, Claudia?
Very well, thank you so much.
Awesome. So today, guys, we're gonna be live again later today. So if you love John Gray, we're gonna be interviewing him today. So join us at 11 p.m. And if you love just to hear about his journey and stuff, he's gonna be here. So join us. It's gonna be amazing. And so our topic today is mastering strategic goal setting, a step-by-step guide. So setting goals is very essential. It's an essential component of achieving success in any endeavor, and whether you are individual striving for personal growth or business or aiming for a long-term prosperity strategic goal. And on this live, we're going to provide you with a roadmap and to guide you through your actions and measure your progress. In this step-by-step guide, we will explore the principles and techniques to help you master the art of strategic goal setting. So over to you, Claudia. I know you chose this topic. Can you explain to the audience what motivated you to choose this topic?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've all been there, it's beginning of the year and we are setting some goals and intentions, and usually as well, it doesn't take for too long, and then we already fall off the wagon because just the idea and the motivation as well behind the goals is just literally not enough. We have to have more things behind us as well to support and to understand as well how new goals and to go for them, and for us as well to change. We have to understand actually the bigger picture so that we can just like stay in the momentum, keep going, and just like really go for what it is we set to ourselves we do want to achieve. So actually I came up with just a few common mistakes people have in regards to not following up with our goals. So let me share them with you here. So one mistake can be so that we go off a bit like the cynic route. So we do have an idea, a goal in mind, and then we feel like, okay, I have to set up my website, but then as well, I would love to do a retreat at the same time, and I still have to write the book as well. It's a bit like too many things as well, and we would love to do them, so we wander off. And the thing is as well here that we are basically afraid to start one thing, so we keep coming up with several things, ideas as well. So the way out here is basically as well to face the fear and just starting and setting up the system and to keep going as well. So instead of having, like too much ahead, just like stick to one thing and to start basically. Because so often as well, we're afraid to start one thing, but this is actually as well the very first step, is to have a clarity and then to start, just to start, keep action and to do action as well towards the goal and the desire. And another common mistake is as well like hiding behind excuses. I've been guilty as well of those. So we keep telling ourselves, oh, I'm not ready yet. I still have to do another course. And then after that, I have to do a website, how to do the website and the writing course as well in regards to put the message onto the website. And this is as well it's basically that people are not courageous enough in regards to and trusting themselves as well, that they already have what it is to start to go for their goals and desires. Because for us just to have the idea and the goal inside of us means it's a message telling us that we have, on some level, we already have what it takes to go for this desire. And the excuse or the way out in regards to hiding behind excuses is basically realizing that we are already ready at some point to go for the things as well we would like to have. And we just need to trust ourselves a bit more and just keep doing it. And another thing is as well that we are doing way too many things at once as well. So just like way too many think out that we have to accomplish so many things at some point, rather than just confined. We might feel confined if we only choose one goal to start with. And the way out here is just basically, it's simple, it's focusing. Just pick one thing to begin with, one goal, one desire, and don't start with another project until this one is completed. And then as well, we might look outside for answers. So we are seeing what's working for others. Maybe someone is very good with their social media and they get their clients by spending lots of time posting on social media, but on some level it doesn't resonate with us because we don't want to be so much out on social media and we might not want to be so visible as well. So this is as well a way where we don't look into us and that we don't listen as well into our intuitions. So the way out here as well, look within you and don't look outside what others are doing, what's working for others. Start to learn as well to feel inside you, to listen to you and to your intuition, and then you get the insights and can do the action steps in regards to what feels right for you and not for others. And we can as well, like easily just overcomplicate things as well at the very beginning of us setting up the ideas and the new goal and so on, you know. So just like just start with one thing and just see how this works out. Because in the end as well, when we overcomplicate things, we tend to get overwhelmed, and that's as well not very helpful. So the way out here again is just as well very easy, simplicity. So just chunk down the things, you know, just like do one bit at a time, you know, like basically as well just choose the most intelligent step towards the goal and the desire. So it's just like some ideas, some common mistakes. I've been guilty of a few of those, and maybe you find yourself as well here. What's some mistakes you were doing as well to begin with, Mamsa?
I'm actually doing too many things right now because my website is not working. So I have somebody, but I'm not doing it. They are doing it. So somebody is building the website, which is is meant to finish last week. It's not finished. And we are launching the book. We meant to launch a book this week, but it's because the website is not finished. We need to connect everything to the website. So the guy that was sorting the book out, so he's now gone into the website and setting up the other things to connect to the website. So I've just linked them together because he keeps giving me the messages, telling the website this, and he can do it. I said, why don't I just link you guys together? You get in, all of you go to the website together, and the other person does this, the other person does this. So they're just doing things, together. But for me, if I have to do when it comes to goals, it's very, very important to have a clarity of what needs to be done, and stick to that as well. It's very, very important. I am somebody that I don't like to do things and then leave them unfinished. So I like to finish them. Like right now, I've been having problems with my tutors with university. They delayed me. And they're telling me that I have to, because the project that I'm doing research. So when I'm doing research, in order for me to go further with the more research, I have to wait. They need to approve. They need to look at what I've done and then approve it. So they've been taking time. So I've decided to write a very short email to them and say, listen, I need to finish my goals. And they're telling me that I can actually have extension. I was like, you're making a decision for me. What about what I want? So I've had one tutor yesterday. We had to sit down and do the work together. So today I'm having another one at 5 o'clock. We've got to sit down in order for me to finish my deadline, because they've delayed me. And the good thing is they are acknowledging that they have delayed me. So I said to them, yes, it's an easy way out to put an extension. But what if you guys help me, and then we see whether do I need extension after this? We can all work together. Basically, they need to tell me the answers now, because I would have spent like 2 weeks writing some things, but now I need them to do the actually work with me. So they're gonna have to tell me where I'm struggling, because I needed them to look at my work and then bring it back so I can do it myself. Now they are going to do the work with me, because I need to finish my goals. It's very, very important when I'm doing something that I stay focused as well. When you stay focused with your goals, it actually helps you to know where you're going, and evaluating them at the same time. And I put time framework, but if I don't finish that framework, it's fine as well. I don't get stressed or anything, but with the university, there are deadlines. So that's why I just got my tutors in. So I wrote an email and said, listen, this is, you guys have made a decision for me. I'm not used to working with people that make decisions for me. I'm used to people that let me decide what is best for me. So you guys, I feel you've made a decision. And she was like, okay, we'll do the work with you. So that's why we are doing this. I'm doing too many things. And if I get stuck, the good thing with me, you can't copy me doing too many things at once. Me, I do too many things, I get people in. So that means everybody's doing that, somebody's doing that, somebody's doing that. For me, I'm just there if somebody answering the questions, like the questions that need to be answered, or if I need to actually do the work as well, I do the work. So I think that's very, very important. If you are achieving your goals steps by step, provide a sense of direction. You have to have a direction. You have to actually, your goals have to have a meaning, outcome. You have to actually prioritize your task. There are some tasks that they can wait. Motivational and commitment is very, very important when you're creating goals, and a sense of purpose as well, why you do what you do. So it's very, very important. I do that. I set goals, and but if I can't do something, I just put my hands up and say, I can't do this. If somebody's pressuring me to do something to finish the task, I find ways, if there's any ways that we can actually do together. Nowadays, you can get people from somewhere else, but I prefer some people, they get people from India or some other countries. Me, I like to work with people in this country, because when things go wrong, we can understand and communicate and understand each other. But somewhere else, if things go wrong, we can't communicate, we cannot understand each other sometimes due to language barriers as well. But I don't mind working with somebody. So it's very, very important when you set up goals and have a time frame. I was also talking to this guy. He says to me, have you set up goals or finances, what you want to achieve this year? I said, I used to do that. But when it comes to finances, I don't do that anymore. And he said, why? Because you need to have goals. You need to know how much. I said, no, I don't. I put the price, my prices up. I used to do that. I used to say, okay, this year I need to achieve 100 grand, or I need to achieve 200,000 or 300,000. But then I realized, actually, I'm not the creator of destiny. What if I've meant to achieve 500,000? And then I'm limiting myself. So I was like, I don't do that no more. There's a certain amount in my heart that I know that I need to achieve, but I put everything to God and I just get on and do the work. And that's how I do it. So he was like, no, you need to set up goals. I said, no, the goals are in my head for finances, but all I do is I need to set up goals of what I need to do, the hard work that I need to do so that I can actually achieve. And I find that when I change my mindset of what I need to achieve, I achieve more than I expected. So I think for me, I don't know with you, Claudia, do you set up like per year how much you need to earn? I used to do that, but I don't anymore.
Yeah, I was just actually thinking today as well, because I was preparing a bit for today's talk, and then I was going as well into how much I do, but obviously you want to have limitations, and because in the end as well, it could be even better than what you were saying as well, So we have to be open in regards to not to limit ourselves here, Yeah, no, absolutely. I did this too. But the thing is as well, yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, I used to do this too. But now as well, I'm a bit more careful in regards to this, because what if the universe or God wants to give me even more, Yeah.
That's where the problem, yeah. Claudia, when everybody keeps saying manifest. So I'm like, if I have to pray and ask God to bless me, and if I have to ask the universe to bless me, because God is the universe is God. So why do I have to give a number? Where does that number come from? Mm-hmm. So for me, it's like I don't like to live in poverty. That one, I tell God, I don't want to live in poverty. But here's the number that is in my head. Give me the number that you think that I deserve, but I promise to do the work. So for me, I promise to do the work. And my bank account has to be good. God knows that He has to provide for me my bank account with clients. So what you're saying, Claudia, I don't want to limit myself. I used to, but I don't anymore.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is as well is in regards to receiving as well here, because many of us as well, they have some issues with receiving too, but we have to be able as well to receive all the abundance, and the goodness and the richness, which the universe and God wants actually as well to give us, So we have to be able as well to receive. But usually as well in regards to the goals, what I'm getting as well when I speak with my clients is that many of us, we already know what it is we want, I mean, we do have some ideas already, but we just need some help and some understanding and some guidance or support as well, as you say as well, that you're doing several things at this stage, but you have support, So we need a bit of help from outside in whichever way it looks like, so that we can stick stick with our goals as well. So this is very good. And the goal needs to be as well, I think I saw like up to 85%, it needs to be believable. It can't be anything like too much out of our, comprehension. So it needs to be as well like 85% believable. And then, I mean, as well, just sit down and just do as well some reflection in regards to what is working and what has worked in the past when you had some goals and some ideas you wanted to go for, what has worked in the past and what hasn't. So this way you already have as well some ideas what you can just cross out, and the things which have worked, keep them obviously too. Very good and important. And then sit down and write your limitations, and all the stories you are keeping and telling yourself for this goal, for achieving this goal. Do you feel like and believe that you are worthy and deserving of this goal as well? So this is very important as well, to just like to go within and to see what's the story I'm telling myself, and then actually go to the beliefs or the stories and then question them. Like, is it really true? Is it really the highest true? Can I know without a shadow of a doubt that this story I'm telling myself in regards to this goal, is this true? And if we really ask us this question, usually as well, we would come up with a no, it's not true. It's just something I've heard or I believed because of some situation in the past. So it's just like as well, the mindset is very important too. And as well, understand that that growth and everything we desire is out of our comfort zone. So when we go for new things, and most of them can be scary for our mind, and the mind is going to freak out, and the mind is going to come up with all the stories why we should not do it. So just be careful as well here and understand as well how this is working, and just understand that everything is outside your comfort zone, which will be in your growth zone, and just like understand it and plan for it and expect it even, okay? Expect it and plan it, because then it will get easier each time, and you get, again, more courageous in regards to doing the things outside your comfort zone, and it becomes more natural as well for you, just like you fear it and you do it anyway. How does this resonate for you?
I love that, Claudia. I love that, Claudia, that you have to get out of your comfort zone, and which is why I've changed how I do things, because I find myself, I was limiting myself. If anyone within the team, they are fine. Like, that's why when Kamal was telling me the numbers, that this is what we need to thing, and I was like, I charge that for when I'm hanging out with people. So why do I have to charge that same amount when I'm with clients? So you just have to, you don't have to limit yourself. Sometimes creating goals, it means sometimes you're gonna have to do goals that are gonna make you uncomfortable, things that are going to make you uncomfortable, which is fine. Even though when you fear, for me, I don't fear anymore. I used to live in fear, worrying if I'm good enough to do this, if I'm good enough to do that. But at this moment, I don't fear anymore, because I realize that the more I fear, the more I hold myself back. So I am not holding myself back when it comes to life. I just go for the things that I believe that I can do, and I do them. If I need to learn something, I'm not afraid to learn it. I just have to learn, because that's how you get to do things. You have to learn. Whatever you want to do in life, you have to learn. So if I have to sit down and read, if I have to sit down and get somebody to teach me, I will do it. anything that makes me uncomfortable, I will do it. I'm not afraid anymore. And I've got my prayers here that are helping me not to be afraid. And I pray a lot and I fast a lot because I need to cultivate the power of creativity. In order for me to cultivate that power of creativity, I've got to be in the present moment, and I've got to have the tools that can help me to actually cultivate that creativity. Is very, very important. So if you are somebody who is out there and you want to make decisions and you're scared that if I do this, what if people are going to say? What is my family going to say? My friends are going to say? And what is this? Am I going to be good enough? Just go for it. You're never going to know until you do what you do. So for me, I just say, just do the things that you want to do. And the end of the day, is only God that can tell you that you're good enough or you are not good enough. And I used to say, okay, this year, maybe somebody, I'll go and watch somebody doing live and they'll be like, okay, the goals, I set goals. And then with the goals of finances, we have to reach like 500,000, we have to reach 100,000 or 200,000. And then I was like, but where am I getting this number? Who is actually my creator here? So I just say, God, if I'm worth 500,000 or 1 million or 10 million, can you make it happen? And then I just do the work. I know that for me to achieve what I need to achieve, I'm gonna have to do the work. And I'm gonna have to learn what I do so I serve my clients very well so they can pay me. So those are the things that I know that I need to learn my work. I need to study my work. I need to get to know my clients. And when they come, I need to serve them so they can actually refer somebody else to me if I do the work. And that's all I got to do. I just focus on providing a good service to people. And I know if I provide a good service, I'm going to reach that number that I'm supposed to get. That number that cannot be mentioned, and I do not want even in my book to be written that Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency, we want to reach 500,000. I'm like, no, what if I've meant to reach 2 million? Just let me reach that 2 million without limitation. So I don't know about you, Claudia. So
yeah, because in the end as well, all this rewarding comes from God, like when you get rewarded and paid as well, like you doing, and me too, working with our clients. In the end, it doesn't come from them. Everything in the end as well, it comes from God, So yeah, again, just be open, absolutely. Nomsa, do you still do like 1 year goals? Because I have found that 1 year is a bit like, or 5 year as well, it's a bit like too far ahead, and it's a big office, too big span, because especially like 5 year goals, so many things can happen in 5 years, obviously, unless you're already a business, a bit more grounded business, everything is working as well, and then it can work for already established businesses, the usual 5-year plan. But as well, I've seen as well, like up to 1 year, it can as well already be a too long stretch in regards to goals, because again, so much can happen in only 1 year. So this is why depending what it is, I'm introducing as well to my clients. It depends on the goal, obviously, to stick to 90-day goals. It's like 3 months, short and sweet, one goal, and then you can, in this 3 months, get the clarity what it is as well you like. It is time bound, because you mentioned as well a few times already, you have to set yourself as well a time frame at the end. So just like short and sweet. Yeah. And the thing is as well, usually we have something inside of us, it's built in, that we feel like we want to quit just before we break through. It is something inside of us. It's a fear. It's a fear of actually what would happen if we get this goal, you know? Will we still be the same person, or are we going to lose our friends? You know, is my spouse or husband still going to be with me and to support me? Will I still have enough time to be the mother and the entrepreneur and so on, you know? So just like as well, very tricky game here. Not just like, yeah, and to understand as well, just like not to quit right before actually we might be having a breakthrough and actually as well achieving this goal. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I do create goals, like 5-year goals. I do write them down, and 1-year goals, I do write them down. But if things go wrong in the process, I don't stress. I know it's life, because there are some things in life that we don't have control over. So I write my 5-year goals and I write my 2-year goals, and I know what I need to achieve in that moment, but things can change as well at the same time. Because when we write goals, life, it doesn't have to, we don't have to focus on that. Like myself, if I write my goals and then in the process I feel that I need to make some changes, I will make those changes and write a new page in my life. So it depends with what I'm doing. So I write goals, and when I write goals, if I don't achieve some of them, I'm okay with it as well, because I'm not here on earth to actually stress myself. I'm here to serve. I have an assignment that I'm here for. And at the same time, my health is more important. So if things don't, like, I write goals, I written goals for 2023. My website, I've not had a website for 4 weeks. That wasn't part of my goals. So you just have to go with whatever the universe brings. And I just say, you know what, like now my website has not been working for 4 weeks, but there are some goals that I did not include. I didn't write goals of writing a book, but we wrote my company book. I think it took us a few weeks. So we did that, but it wasn't part of the goals. So there are some things that I write down, but there are some things that when somebody comes in and say, can we do this? And then I just go ahead. If it makes sense, I do it. So now I'm finding myself, I thought I was going to that direction. I'm finding myself going to that direction. So those are the things that people have to be aware of, that we are not actually, we don't know, there are no guarantees for tomorrow. If you write your goals, and when those goals, things that doesn't go according to plan, there is no need to feel sorry for yourself. There is no need to get annoyed, because sometimes when those goals if things don't work out, it means look out for the opportunities. What are the opportunities that are presented to you? So don't get wound up by stress or anything else. For me, when things are not working up, I just get ice cream in the fridge. I sit down. And when I get ice cream in the fridge, I do exercises. I deserve ice cream. I do exercises Monday to Friday. So when things are not working out, guys, I take ice cream. I sit on the sofa. I have to relax for 1 hour. Like the other day on Saturday, things were not working out. I want to finish my project and the people were delaying me. So I had to sit down for about 2 hours. And when I finish 2 hours, then I have a plan. It means I have to send emails, just seeking help to see if there's anyone who is willing to help. And those are the things that you need to be aware. Yes, you can write goals to say within this year I need to finish this, but if God comes in and there's an interruption with those, or there's another energy that challenges God, which is Lucifer, if he comes in and challenge your plans, you don't have to actually get upset or get stressed, anxiety, because you're more important. All you got to do is write another page. To get, for me, I believe there's in this galaxy, there are blessings everywhere. So I just believe that I just have to get my portion. What's my portion? I just run for my portion. And I don't have time, guys. There's this thing that I don't have time to worry about people. I used to worry about people, what people think of me. I used to worry when I make a decision, what my family, what are they going to say? What are this, and I realize that I'm wasting my time. No matter how good I am, no matter how good things I do things, people will never ever appreciate what you do. They will never ever acknowledge what you do. There are some good people out there who come and acknowledge what you do. So you just have to know that life is all about creating that environment with the right people that believe in you. If you can get people on your side that believe in you and you support them as well, and you get God as well on your side, that's all you need to fulfill your dreams. That's all you need. I've had people, so many people that talk people out of their dreams, or people, they talk themselves out of their dreams or goals because they think they are not good enough, or they think, oh, if I do this, is it gonna work? But you're never gonna know until you try. If you have an idea, business idea, just sit down, get on with it. Just write it down. What's this business? And just try it. If you are somebody who's working, you want a promotion, try the promotion. Don't talk about it. Try it. May I do things? My family call me crazy, but I'm not. I do things if I feel like I'm sitting there, and then I'm like, I want to do things. I just go for it. And in this house, they say, Nomsa, can you do your thing and help us to do this? I'm like, do you know the thing I do? This thing that you call thing is called taking action. You guys can do it as well. And then when they do it, they're like, do you have to do this? I'm like, yes, I have to. Sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. Or sometimes you have to do things that makes you uncomfortable. Or sometimes you have to do things that you're gonna have to humble yourself and put yourself down and look somebody up and say, listen, I need your help. Could you please help me? Sometimes you're gonna have to do that. And which is something that I do, like myself. I said to my tutors, listen, whatever you guys do, I need your help. I cannot postpone my assignment, but I need to submit my assignment, and you guys can help me. So, and my tutor was like, okay, I'm going to help you today, and somebody else is going to help you. So today at 5, I've got another appointment. Somebody is coming to help me because I seek that help. I humble myself. I don't talk about this is how much money I pay. I pay to get a good service. No, I never do that. Whenever I've got problems, even if I've paid, I don't do that. I communicate with people so that they understand what needs to be done and where we need to go. So I ask and say, I need your help. Could you please help me? So those are the things that you can set your goals. At Ngozi Talk Shows here, we have coaches. And if you feel that, oh, okay, I've set up my goals, but I'm stuck, you can make a phone call. Book a one-on-one with somebody. 30 minutes is free. I get people, do you know what I do, Claudia? I get somebody tell me their problems. I can't hear you. You're muted. Yes. You know what I do, Claudia? I get these people on Facebook, they tell me their problems. So I teach them a lesson, because when you listen to somebody's story all the time, you text messages, it takes a long time. So I'm like, okay, if this problem is very serious, could you please book a call with me? We'll have a chat face to face on Zoom. Book a call with me. I can help you, maybe give you like 2 sessions or 3 free sessions if it's a really, really big problem. Do you hear from them? No, you don't, because the problem is not serious. I was talking to somebody the other day and she was like, Nomsa, I'm struggling with this. And I was like, okay, you're going to have to make a move. Call me. Zoom, call me and I'll give you my Zoom link. We jump on Zoom. I help you. But people do action? No, they don't. So you have to be, I don't know, Claudia, about you, what motivates you to become the person that you are. For me, the things that motivate me as a person is knowing where I need to go. And also my pastor is, I have a pastor that is very, very, my pastor speaks the truth. He is not that person that tells you that to go and pray and say, hallelujah, God, give me hope, whatever faith, and then God is going to deliver. He tells you that if you are a human being, why do you sleep 7 hours, 8 hours, sleep 4 hours, do the work? God will bless you. So he's somebody that speaks the truth. So I had this person in my life, that Dr. Olukoya, you can check him out on YouTube. The man is good. So he's the one that motivates me. I have a prayer for my head. I have a prayer. I can tell you what my hands represent. I can tell you what my head represent. I can tell you what my eyes represent, because when I pray to God, and if I'm setting up goals, and if I know that I need to learn more, I just pray for the anointing for me to know. As I say, God, give me the anointing, and God provides. I didn't know all these things, that actually this Bible is actually a weapon of success. I just use the Bible to succeed. If I'm stuck here, like right now, I just pray. Give me my helpers. I call out my helpers. I'm like, my helpers, you're not going to have peace until you help me. And they'll come up with that side and that side and that side, and they just help me out. So that's what you need to do. You need to actually have the courage. It takes courage and guts to actually become the person that you want to become. Don't know about you, dear.
Yeah, you just asked me about my motivation, actually, and then I remembered,
Yes.
For me, it always works when I think into me. If I don't do the action steps in regards to this goal, if I don't do anything around it, and then me in 6 months or 1 year time from now on, okay, yeah. If I just believe the limitations and everything, all the stories why I should not go for it, and then it's 6 months or 1 year later, and life is still the same, So this kind of gets me out of my seat, and then I go for it. I sit down, I do the action steps, and so on. So that's my motivation as well. I mean, time, it's just, if you don't do anything, life doesn't change as well. So that's my motivation. And as well, what you said with the ice cream, yeah, I remembered as well, rewarding ourselves as well, because the mind as well, for doing on some part all the new things and the scary things, the action steps, and some of them are just going to be uncomfortable, and we just have to understand it, but then as well, reward yourself, like you do with the ice cream. It can be, like anything, just reward yourself, because the mind, a part of it, wants to be rewarded as well, and then it's a bit like balanced, not just the uncomfortable, scary things. No, you get to be rewarded, or you reward yourself as well. So very good point, I have to say. It's just like little tricks and tips as well, to help us to be like on the wagon, or as well, like what you said, the website is off the last 4 weeks with you, but you don't get disencouraged, this can happen as well on the way. Some things don't go as we want them to go. So then as well, just find a way to get on the path as well without getting frustrated, without worrying too much as well. This was very helpful. And as well what I do, I make myself a little task every day, like 3, 4, 5 things. It depends how big your list is, and then they have to be done on this day, no matter what. And some of the tasks as well, put them in the calendar, because what's not in the calendar doesn't get prioritized. So very important as well. And the most important of these tasks, do them in the morning, and then it's out of the way, and it's not sitting with you that you still have to do this very important task on that particular day. So again, like something usual, right?
I love that, Claudia. I think it's very, very important to actually create a task. And I put them on my phone. I used to put them on my diary. I know the phone is annoying. The alarm goes off and I know I have to do it. Or sometimes my daughter will be like, Mommy, the alarm is going. Like yesterday, I was doing Bible study and I forgot that I need to go online. She goes, Mommy, alarm is going. You need to go online and do Bible study with everyone. So I had to drop everything. And I was like, okay. So I do all those things, and it's very, very important. And by the way, those who are watching tonight, if you like John Gray, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We're going to have a live with him tonight, so you can join. You can join us 11 p.m. UK time. So it's going to come on. So please do join us. That's one of our goals today that we need to accomplish. He's been here on the show before, so we're bringing him back. And he's written, I think, 21 books. So if you love him, please just come and listen to his success and his story and the relationship. If you need some relationship advice, just come and tune in at 11 p.m. UK time. And I agree with Claudia as well when it comes to goals. It's very, very important to achieve goals. And also is very important to actually you have to know who you are as a person when you create goals. Don't just create goals that are not for you. Just create things that they're going to take your life to the next level. And because we are unique, and our uniqueness, that's what makes us become who we are as a person. So when you set up goals, it's like here we have different coaches at Ngozi talk shows, and I can tell you this, coach, like when I'm actually creating a topic, or I ask for a topic, I know this one is gonna give me a topic about this, or that one is. They are all individual. They are all unique. So that's what makes us different, and our audience as well. You guys are all unique. And when you create your goals, don't worry about what people are going to think or what people are going to say. Just go for what you want to do. And sometimes what I've realized is we are capable of more than we think we can. So just challenge yourself. I like giving myself a challenge in life, and I challenge myself. And sometimes that's how you get to know yourself, by challenging yourself. And also the environment where the people that are around you, you have to evaluate them as well, is very, very important. If you have friends that think that they are better than you, what chance do you have to actually succeed? There is no chance. So you have to evaluate your friendship. Have friends with people that are succeeding, like coaches. For me, I'm in this group with the other coaches. I communicate. I hang out with people that are smarter than me. If I can tell you, I hang out with people that are smarter than me, and every opportunity that is presented to me, I test it out if it makes sense, if it's for me. But there are some things that I'm like, this is not for me. I'm too busy to do that. It's like if you were to ask me, I had this guy that tricked me to trading the other few weeks ago. So I went and he goes, it's a job. I was like, what kind of a job is that? He says, no, sir, you're going to like it. When you're bored, you just do it. So I'm just doing it. Okay, I'm making money. So I was like, this is trading. And he was like, yeah, but you say, I said, no, I don't like trading. But within like 5 minutes, within like 10 minutes, I made 100 and something. And then I came out of it, but it's not for me. No matter how big money is, it's not for me. So I was like, I'm too busy for that. I have a business that wants me to attend to. I have Ngozi talk shows that wants me to attend to. And one day I want Ngozi talk shows to be a university. So that means I need to do some research. So what I have done, I put myself in a course where I can do some research, not knowing how hard the course is gonna be. So I am spending time doing some research project and doing analytics and doing all this. But that's the price that I'm willing to pay one day. If somebody was to come and see Ngozi talk shows being big, and this person will be like, oh, it's easy to actually start a business, but you wouldn't know what I had to go through. I know what the dreams that I need to achieve. I don't even need a job. I have had to apply for a job at university so I can actually communicate with the students as a lead manager. So I apply for this job, and every now and then I have to meet up with the students and just hear their stories and just talk to them. But it helps me because if I'm going to save somebody, I need to understand how they think. So those are my goals that I've set up. Some of these goals I didn't actually set it up. It's the things that I sit down and I'm like, I want Ngozi talk shows to be a university. Well, what do I know about the university? So I'm like, I'm gonna sign for the courses. So I'm sitting there, guys. I'm finding myself signing for a course, for a big course. And I'm like, okay, this is it. And then I'm finished the course and I'm like, what about a job? Because I need a job that can connect me with the students. So then I sign up for the job and I'm getting it. I'm sending for my application and thinking just for fun. Then I get a job. But the job is not hard. It's just easy. That's why sometimes they say you just have to put yourself out there. It's easy. I hang out with students when I'm taking time off. Like when I'm busy, I meet up with students and I listen to their stories when they're complaining about the university. So that helps Ngozi talk shows for me to actually improve and build what I want to build with Ngozi talk show. Because to be honest with you, I don't know anything about how university children likes to actually achieve their goals. I only know about my own goals. If I am studying, this is the goal, but I need to understand somebody else. But in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to do the work. No one will do the work for me. So those are the goals that I have achieved. These guys have it easy. All they do, Claudia and everybody, Claudia, she hasn't got easy. She's one of the managers at Ngozi talk shows, so she hasn't got it easy either. Other people have it easy. All they do is they coach clients and that's it. but we have to do the things that we do here. When we come on, we have to do some research. Like one day, guys, I'm gonna remind you to go and watch this video when I said I was doing some research, and I will be like, this is why I did that, because it's the goals that I have to achieve. And somebody who is watching will be like, Nomsa, it sounds like a hard work, but it's not hard work. It's beautiful. When you finish, it's beautiful. Yesterday I wanted to finish my goals. Like Claudia says, you have to finish your goals, but sometimes when you do some research, things go wrong, and something went wrong. So I had to fix it. And I was like, I sent Shireen a message because she's done what I'm doing and she didn't reply. So I was like, I'm going to have to work this out. It took me 1 hour to work it out. But that is the process that you're going to have to go through. But somebody might say, you know what? I don't want to do this. It's too much hard work. But guess what? Nothing is easy. Claudia, is life easy?
It's challenging sometimes.
Life is challenging. Nothing is easy. Yeah. Do you know what is easy? What is easy is celebration. When you celebrate. Yeah. It's like, when I do the matchmaking, people say it's a glamorous job. It's this, but it's not a glamorous job, because you get to dress up, but you get to carry somebody else's life. Somebody comes to you and tell you that, Nomsa, I'm looking for a woman. I want to marry. Find me that woman, or I need a man that I want to get married. I would love to get married one day. Find me a man. Can you imagine? You're searching for somebody else's future, and you got to get it right. Sometimes we get it right. Sometimes we get it wrong. But you just have to. That's what life is about. Life is about finding balance and conquering your fears and putting your hands up. I do things with God.
Yeah, and learning and growing as well, to see the learnings in the things, the learnings as well.
Yeah, as we grow each and every single day. And also people they want to get into personal development, but they think that is hard work. When I started personal development, I think that was 2009. When I go into personal development, my fridge everywhere used to be like stickers everywhere, stickers there, stickers there. And sometimes I'll have bad days where I'll be like, do I really want to do this? And I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll give myself that push and just think about the results that I want to achieve. And through that, it's been a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. I have grown, but it's taken me years and years and years. But sometimes if somebody was to come here and tell me that, Nomsa, I'm struggling with this, I'm struggling with this, and the only thing I would tell them is just keep going. You have to keep going. When you want to do something, you want to set goals, you have to keep going, because sometimes people will believe in you and sometimes they won't. But does that matter? It doesn't. The reason why I'm saying it doesn't matter is because it's not their goals, it's not their dreams. You just have to convince yourself that you can do this. For me, before we leave, I always leave you guys with prayer. I have another prayers that I got them yesterday. If you want to succeed in life, whether you're a Christian or you're a non-Christian, you have to have a strategy. The strategy, the framework that I have myself, I'm surrounded by coaches. I have a good coach. Desmond O'Connor is very, very good. He's He's surrounded by good people. So his network is my network. So what happens is when the opportunity comes, his network will just, I put myself in their group. So whenever there is opportunities, I get opportunities as well. So you have to have a coach. If you can't afford a coach, if you live in the UK, there's some website like a local council where you can put your name down. When you put your name down, I think they do coaching as well. So whenever they have coaches, they have volunteered coaches that will actually, when you put your name down, they'll contact you and then they'll allocate you a coach. I think that's how it works. Or if you want to start a business and you are making an excuses, you are like, I'm not working, I don't have good credit in the bank, you can go through what is this called? The benefits thing, people, job center. You can go to the job center. And when you go to the job center, if you want to finish your goals, you tell them, this is the business that I want to start. They will allocate you a coach. Once they allocate you a coach, that coach will be doing writing a business plan for you. As long as the business plan, if your business idea, they say makes sense, or if you want to a cleaner, they ask you questions. And then I'm not making things up. And then what you do is once they ask you questions and then they allocate you a coach. Once they allocate you a coach, I think you have to turn up once a week to create a business plan. Once your business plan is approved, the next level is for you to, what is this? Startup loans. So what they do is the job center will send your business plan. They approve it. Once it's approved by the people, and then they send it off to startup loans. So startup loans, the money is £25,000 if you want to start a business. And then, but you don't get £25,000, they will give you half of it. So once you get half of it, once they receive your approved business plan, they will have a chat with you and ask questions. So your questions, your answers have to actually align with what's on the business plan. And then the money will be in your bank account. You start your business. And once you start your business, in the middle, you can take the rest that is left from that 25,000 if you need it. So that's how I understand it. And I did some research and I interviewed them and I asked them questions. That's what they told me. So if you are somebody, you were saying, I don't have a job, but I would love to start something one day, here's the opportunity. Or if you are somebody who has a job, there's this thing called the created goals. Read about your job, be good at it, and go and approach your manager, ask for promotion. Or when the promotion is going, apply for it. If you want to start a business and you know you have a good credit, you can write your own business plan. What I would advise you, don't pay these people that charges you £2,000 to create a business plan. That's not real, because you need to know your business. You need to connect, because they are doing the research for you. Yes, if you have money, they'll do the research for you. They'll do everything. By the end of the day, you won't know about what you do, your business. So the best plan is create your own business plan, step by step. Create it. When you create it, do some research yourself. Don't pay somebody else to create a business plan because you want to get a loan. You can't do that. But some people do, they do it. But for me, I got to know my business just by doing some research. By the time I finished, I felt like a matchmaker. Really, really a proper matchmaker by the time I finished, because I was doing some research and getting to know the challenges, what people go through, during the times of matchmaking, and just getting to know myself as well at the same time. So do some research, write a business plan. If you want to write a business plan and you are struggling as well, you can contact us as well. We can help you out. How you write a business plan. Me, I don't mind. Anyone that wants to achieve their goals, I don't mind helping. Okay, Claudia, it's 13 minutes past 2. Do you have any words of encouragement or anything?
Yeah.
Our audience.
Just like as well, a little tool in regards to checking in and doing as well mid-reviews when you are about to do your goals. It's like sit down and just like ask yourself as well, what are some of the wins you already had with this little container? What was the original intention and motivation at the beginning of the goal when you came up with it, and how are you honoring this motivation and intention at this stage? Has anything changed so far? And then as well ask yourself honestly, are you showing up fully for this goal or desire? And the way you are showing up for this goal, is it as well mirroring how you are showing up for other areas in your life? Is as well another good question. And as well, just what's working? Ask yourself what's not working in regards to achieving your goal. And then as well, how are you being with yourself through this? Like when sometimes you might not do the steps and so on. So are you compassionate with yourself and kind as well? Or are you angry and worried as well? So just like do a good check-in and review and look within. This should give you as well some insight for your goal. So I hope it helps.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Claudia. And what Claudia you just said as well, for me, I would say learn to deal with the setbacks and the obstacles when you create goals, and also embrace your life and embrace the problems that comes along the way, analyze and learn. And also know that you are unique. When you're creating your goals, know that you are unique and your goals are unique, and your values have principles in life. Jesus himself, he has principles in life. And not just everybody enters his kingdom. He said, if you want to enter my kingdom, this is who you need to become. This is who you need to be in order for me to accept you in my kingdom. So create principles in place that can carry you through. Boundaries as well. Have boundaries. If you are somebody who doesn't have a boundaries, who hangs out with everybody else, so that means if you want to create goals, you got to hang out with people that can help you to get to where you need to go. Make friends. Reach out to Nkosi talk shows. I reach out to people myself. I reach out to so many people. Sometimes I get rejected, but I don't care. It's fine. That's part of life. So just do all those things. Reach out to people. If you want to achieve something, just go and get what you want to achieve. And I always say to my children, what do you want to become? And when they tell me what they want to become, I'm like, do you want me to connect with this person that is already doing what you are doing? And sometimes they get scared because it becomes real. So I'm like, yeah, you can ask questions. And that's what life is about. It's all about putting yourself out there and just try. If you fail, who knows? What does fail mean, Claudia, if you tell them?
It doesn't really exist. It's just when you really quit. It's just learnings, right?
Yeah, it's learning experience.
Learnings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's learning experience. It's not really failing. If I can tell you, if you ask me, Nomsa, the business, the things that I failed, I can tell you how to solve them. But the things that I just learned, by that I can't tell you. So live with grace, everyone. And we are here tonight at 11 p.m. with John Gray. And please just join us. And if you have any questions, you can go and look at his books and just write questions for him or send me some questions. We'll see you later, guys. Live with grace and God bless.
Bye.